In this video, I'll show you some of the functions that we have created during our proof of concept phase in this project. What we're going to do, we're going to import a program document that's compiled in HKS template for programming into a Revit project, and we'll place objects from the program document as on-place rooms and also mass objects in the Revit project. So first, let's take a look at the program. The program that we have here is relatively small. It's for a small project. I believe it has about 12 worksheets, and each worksheet is for a department in a hospital, and under each department there are spaces and subspaces and rooms. So let's go ahead and import it into our Revit project through the plugin. This is the user interface. Here you can import the program. It asks you to introduce the file to it. It goes ahead and read the Excel workbook. And recreate it under a hierarchical arrangement here for us. As you can see, here we have all the parts in the program. This format we believe is a little more readable. When you click on each item, you have all the information here. What is the category, what quantity of this we have in our project, what's the name, the comments that we had here in the program. As you can see, we have written comments here, and all the information that we had in the Excel workbook, we have them here. From this point, we can choose some of them and export them to our Revit project. So for example, we can start with these 4 items here. So let's go ahead and export them as mass objects into our Revit project. Another window would pop up. We can here manage if you want to generate all of them at once or one by one. It just gives you some options to manage it. So let's push generate, and we are going to go ahead and generate all of them. So the plugin created all 4 mass objects. If you click on each of them, here you can see their name. This one is for the waiting room. Here we have consult room, public toilet male, and public toilet female. The size of them is actually based on the size that we assign to them in the program. Of course, here you can change their size based on your design preferences. What would happen is, as long as it is in the defined area range, it's going to be green. If you make it too big, let's see what would happen. It would turn to red. And if you make it too small, then it would be yellow. So it gives you just some options to manage the size of your spaces. So from this point, it's just the design. You can play with these objects, put them in any arrangement that you think would fit better your design. Here I'm just going to go ahead and put them next to each other for the purpose of this demonstration. So this is the waiting room that we have here. Another option that it gives to you is to change the shape of it to L shape. Right now that's the only other option that we have except this, but we are going to add probably U shape, T shape, and all the shapes that would cover everything that a designer may want to use in blocking and stacking phase. So let's switch this one to L shape. The L shape has all the same functions. If you make it too big, it's going to turn to red. Too small would be yellow. So whenever you're satisfied with the project in blocking and stacking phase, you can go ahead and import all these elements, this time as unplaced rooms. We're going to add another function that would do it automatically. Right now I'm just going to draw some walls around these spaces that we have here, and then I'll use a function that we have in this plugin to import all those elements as unplaced rooms. But in future this would just happen automatically. So for now I'm gonna fast forward the video, and it's just I'm gonna add rooms around these mass objects. So as you can see, I just deleted all the mass objects and put walls on their faces. So let's go ahead and go back to this window here. Last time we export all of these selected elements as mass objects. This time we're going to push this button and it's going to export all of them as unplaced rooms. So now if we go here, here we have all those 4 items as unplaced rooms. We can go ahead and place them in our model. Waiting room is here, consult room, we put it there, and toilets. So in this form here, for example, for public toilet male that we had it here, we can here see the adjacency report on that room. It's adjacent to waiting room and public toilet female. The expected area from the program was 65 and the design area is 51, so the delta is 13.74 and we are 21% above. The same for other rooms, and here we don't have any equipment, so it doesn't show anything in this box here, but let's go ahead and add some equipments. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward the video again, and then we'll see how it works again. So now as you can see here, in this form, for example, we are looking at waiting room. In waiting room, we have one TV, which is shown here. It shows it at 27 inches, which is the name of the type that has been assigned to it. And we have 12 chairs here. As you can see, it is adjacent to consult room and to public toilets. The expected area was 730 and design area is 672. The difference between them is more than what we expected it to be. It is going to mark it as rejected. Next one, consult room has 3 file cabinets and 1 desk, and it is adjacent to waiting room, and it is accepted because the difference between design area and expected area wasn't that much. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this brief introduction.